Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gents, today the lovely folks over at Diamond Select Toys, which is at diamondselecttoys.com, and the folks at Art Asylum sent over 8 minifigure bags from their Marvel Now Minimates, and they wanted me to go on ahead and check these out, let you guys know what I think. So that's exactly what we'll be doing today, is opening up some lovely Minimate bags. I'm actually really excited for these, because if we look on the back of the bags, there are some really awesome figures in this collection. So let's take a look at that real quick first and foremost. So we have Spider-Man Miles Morales right there, which looks really awesome, really cool design. Then check that out. We have Unmasked Spider-Gwen. There's the figure that I most want, which is Deadpool 2099. Look at that thing. It looks incredible. Then we have Venom Space Knight, Silk, which is a rare figure, so kind of surprised by that. Then we have the Old Man Logan, which is the new Old Man Logan. So if you're excited about the movie, you might want to take a look at the comics as well. Then we have International Iron Man, X-23 as Wolverine, and of course we circle back around to Miles Morales Spider-Man. So we do have 8 bags. So in an ideal world, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it might be a complete set. We don't know. Let's find out though. So is there a tear point? Yes, there is. I love when they do that. That's already good points right there. I love when they do that. So you don't have to worry about like having to look for scissors or anything like that. So on the inside, it looks like we have a really nice image of basically a collection. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, there's a little brochure, I guess, along with some really cool images of some sweet looking figures. Look at that Age of Ultron versus Villain Zombie set. Look at that. That looks so cool. But then we have a different series, and then on the back there's some more really cool stuff. Like, look at that! Oh, Deadpool zombie! Oh my goodness, that looks fantastic. Yeah, there's some really sweet Minimates that have been released. All right, so let us begin at actually taking a look at what we've got on the inside. So our first one is, first of all, already happy because they're assembled. You don't have to put them together. How awesome is that? Space Venom, or Agent Space Venom. Look at that. And how cool is this? They actually give you the pieces to go on ahead and assemble an unmasked version. How awesome is that? That is really cool. So if you wanted to, you could go on ahead and put together a different version of him using even different legs and such. So I guess we could put together Agent Venom, right? If we just went on ahead and... So look at that. There's a goofy rendition right there. So it is awesome that not only do you get the one figure that you actually purchased, but you get the parts to display the figure and the character, more importantly, in many different ways. Like, you could do an unmasked version completely with these arms and the kind of just regular track pants. It's just really cool that we're getting so much more than what you probably even expect to get. It's really quite amazing that they're able to include so many elements in the actual bags for these guys. All right, so let's move right along to the next bag. And don't forget, guys, I'd love for you to stick around till the very end and let me know what was your favorite design that we got here. Oh, yes. Dude, he comes along with webbing. How awesome. And an unmasked version. Oh, baby, that is awesome. Look at that. Miles Morales. Looking quite stylish. I wonder how the webbing works. Can you attach? Oh, I think you can. Like that. Cool. So you could probably like hang him off of like a pin or something and just have him hanging out in your room. And it's actually also really impressive how much articulation these little guys have. Like, you have a shoulder joint, the elbows bend both ways actually, which is kind of weird. Then there's a rotation on the wrist. The waist rotates. They can kick forwards, backwards, bend at the knee. Like, look at that. Then swivel at the actual ankle. That is fantastic. And look how much range there is on the head. Plus, they all come along with a translucent stand, so you can get some really awesome, maybe him getting punched by Venom pose. So that's pretty fantastic that you can actually get some really cool designs and poses going for these figures. So with that in mind, it's time for bag number 3. Let's find out what it has for us, shall we? Oh, okay, well that was a terrible tear on my part. So far we're good because we're not getting any repeats. Yes, Spider-Gwen, or Unmasked Spider-Gwen. Oh, never mind. There's also a masked version. It's so weird. Why do they call her the unmasked one then? That's so weird. They actually did call her Unmasked Spider-Gwen, but yet there is the masked version in here as well. That is awesome, though. She does come along with the exact same webbing accessory, so that's cool. Then there is the actual head sculpt on the unmasked version. So they did a really cool job of using the hood to create the illusion of her hair and everything. So I think that was really, really clever design there. And then of course, if you want, you could go on ahead and pop that off and have her displayed many different ways, either this way, for example, with just the mask, or more ideally, the hood on as well, like so. That is awesome. Very, very, very cool to see. And some really nice print work. Look at that. Like the actual arms are painted on. The back of the torso is painted on. So she is looking quite stylish. Probably my favorite figure so far out of the 3 that we have gotten. And with that in mind, let's move on to the next bag. Bag number 4. Man, I'm just hoping for that Deadpool 2099. Yes, okay, no repeats. We're doing good. Dude, look at that. He even has tiny little claws. That is so cool. All right, so this is the figure with the least amount of accessories so far. I mean, it doesn't seem like he comes along with any other heads or anything like that, but he does look pretty cool. I do like the actual claws. Oh my gosh, they actually paint on the arm hair? Okay, first of all, I was way too excited about that. What? Arm hair? How exciting! I do think that it is really cool though. Like it always boggles my mind when they can get like really tiny little details onto figures, because that's gotta be difficult. Like how the heck do you make that look like actual arm hair instead of just like a bunch of paint splotched all over the figure? So I always admire when they're able to get really nice details throughout. The head sculpt is fantastic. Look at that. He is looking super duper uber menacing. I do wish though that he was a little bit shorter. I don't think that these legs work for him. Wolverine should be a bit shorter than that. Ooh, do they have actual... Okay, I wanted to check if they had additional printing maybe on the back of the head. And it's time for bag number 5. So we've already passed the midway point, guys. And did I just jinx myself? No, I did not. Let's go, dude. Whoa, that is nice. He has some shiny paint. Oh, look at that. That's me basically right there. Yay! I'm Tony Stark. Okay, well, here's the Iron Man figure. I love the paint. Look how shiny that is. That is awesome. Very, very, very cool. I love that. That is fantastic, especially because it really stands out in comparison to the other characters. Like, this has a much more kind of a matte finish. You can see that very clearly on the camera even. So that is fantastic. They did a really good job with that. Instead of making the mask like slip on, kind of like what they did for Venom right here, so that it's like a head and then you put a mask onto that. I think that it actually is a good decision to go on ahead and use a separate head. It looks a little bit more proportionate that way. Some really nice print work and detail work on the armor, so that looks cool. Obviously it's very cubey, or I guess very like slanted design, so maybe some people won't like that in particular. They would want it to be a little bit more rounded. I actually think it looks pretty nice. And as far as the other head sculpt, you could go on ahead and do so like that. No additional print work on the back. Still think that's a missed opportunity. It would be nice if they did like a couple of expressions, kind of like Lego minifigures do. I think that would be really cool to see. I like the articulation on these guys though a lot more than Lego figures, so that's awesome. They're actual figurines, which is super duper cool to see. So let's fly Iron Man right out of here and move on to the next bag. Ooh, okay, come on Deadpool, where are you, man? No, that's not Deadpool. Oh, that's X-23 though. Come on, that is awesome. Very cool. All right, I'm pretty happy about that. Wait. Did that just fall out of here? Did anybody see that? I think that just fell out of here. That's Tony Stark. What? Okay, that's a weird pack-in. I guess bonus, yay! Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's awesome. An extra free head, so that's kind of cool. Does he come along with the extra print work? Maybe it's like an exclusive or something. No, doesn't seem like it. I guess maybe that was just like a pack-in error or something. This is awesome because I love the classic X-Men outfit that we have going on here. I will say that the print work on the torso on this one could have been better. I don't really like the yellow that they have here. Like, this yellow is really cool because it's very nice and vibrant. This one feels like it probably need a couple more coats of yellow to really pop and stand out a bit more. To be fair, if you've ever painted figures, painting yellow onto black is a nightmare. It's really difficult to get enough coats on to make it pop properly. I do see why that would be very difficult to pull off. We do have an unmasked version and a hair piece that we could go on ahead and put onto X-23, which, by the way, of course, X-23 is going to be playing a major factor in the Logan movie, so very appropriate to get her. Alrighty, Roo, so let's move on to our second to last bag, and okay, wait, actually, before we move on, what are we missing? We got Miles Morales, got X-23, International Iron Man, got the Old Man Logan, Unmasked Gwen, Venom. Okay, so Ideally, we want to get Silk and Deadpool. That would be wonderful. If we get Deadpool and Silk, yes! Okay, sorry headphone users. That was not intentional, but come on, Deadpool 2099. I don't know if I want to spoil the storyline for it, but it's a really, really cool story, recent story. And yes, that is not Deadpool that you might think of, obviously. So I'm not going to spoil it, but it's someone related to Deadpool. That's all I'm gonna say. There we go. Hopefully that's not spoiling enough. Dude, I love that. That head sculpt is really on point. Good job on the hair. I love how they even paint in the ear, which looks really cool. So nice attention to detail there. This is awesome. Look at that. That looks so cool. We do have 2 blasters as well, so we can go ahead and dual wield with those. There is no way to mount them, which is a little bit of a missed opportunity. I think it would have been awesome if they had like peg holes on the back here, so you could like mount these 2 right like that. That would have looked sweet, but unfortunately that is not available. We can, of course, have her, oh, whoops, okay, spoilers. We can have Deadpool 2099 hold on to the blasters, so that is looking pretty stylish and quite cool. And it is time to find out what we have in our final bag. Ideally, this is Silk. Even though she's rare, it would be awesome if we got a complete set here. And it's Silk! Yes! Awesome! Very cool. All right, fantastic. No! Okay, her head went rolling away. Woohoo, I rescued it. All right, so here's Silk, which is a character that has been getting more and more attention, especially in like action figure form. We just got a Marvel Legends figure for Silk this past year, so it's kind of cool that we're getting more Silk merchandise, so that is definitely quite neato. She also does come along with some more webbing, so at this point I think I have 3 of these, so they're all the same as far as like the actual sculpt and everything. Would have been nice if they had a little bit of like variation in those actually. We do also get an additional head, so if we want we can remove this one and have the unmasked head displayed as well, so that is pretty awesome. It's a relatively simple process. Some of them are a little bit more difficult to put on and pop off than others, but for the most part it's pretty easy to pop them on and off the figures themselves. But man, look at that, like really, really cool print work and very clean print work on both the torso and the face. So there you guys have it. That is the unbagging of 8 of the mystery minifigures or Minimates from Marvel now, and they are looking awesome. I have to say, I love how diverse the character roster was here. Like, we obviously got kind of the big hitter in this wave, which would be Iron Man, but then you also get Deadpool, Spider-Gwen, Old Man Logan, Silk, X-23, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Space Agent Venom. Like, there's a lot of variants in the character profile in this set. Plus, the other thing I wanted to point out, what is this? This is crazy. Look at that. This is all the leftover parts that we get from these figures. How cool is that? You have a whole bunch of different head pieces. You have a bunch of like hoods and actual like torso pieces. And the other thing is, don't forget guys, you can mix and match these things however you please. So for example, you could go on ahead and grab Deadpool's helmet right here, or Deadpool 2099's helmet, and put it on Iron Man, and boom, you got yourself an Iron Pool. All the accessories that you get and the ability to mix and match those is pretty fantastic as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. Of course, if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, or click the like button, I should say, for more Minimate reviews in the future. Thank you so very much for the actual review sample to Diamond Select Toys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course, I'll catch you all next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Look at that Iron Pool. Look at that Iron Pool. Oh, focus, camera. Iron Pool, enhance. That looks awesome.